This is a loud moment. Crowds are shouting, cloaks are on the road, joy is spilling over as Jesus enters Jerusalem. They see him and they celebrate. Blessed is the King! Man. And for a moment it feels like everything is finally coming together. But here's what makes the moment so important. The people are right about who Jesus is, but they misunderstand how he will be king. They're expecting power, they're expecting victory, they're expecting a takeover. They want a king who will fix everything exactly the way they imagine. But Jesus rides in on a donkey, not a glorious war horse, not in a display of dominance, but a picture of humility. What? And that tension sits right in the middle of this celebration. They're shouting peace, but they don't understand the kind of peace Jesus brings. It's not the kind that forces change from the outside. It's the kind that transforms the heart from the inside. Now, Lent's over, but it invited us to sit in that tension. Because returning to God isn't just about recognizing Jesus as King. It's about receiving him as he truly is. Not as we wish he would be. Not as we wish he should be. Sometimes we want a God who just moves a little bit faster. Who fixes things like that, and that, and wakes things immediately. Who follows the plan when we've laid it out just exactly for us to follow it? But Jesus comes in his own way. With his own timing. Bringing a peace that doesn't always look like what we expected it to look like. So the question of return becomes this. Who will welcome the real Jesus? Or just the version that we're comfortable with? Will we follow him when he's gentle instead of forceful? When he calls for surrender instead of control? When his path looks different than the path we want? The crowd is shouting, "Blessed is the King!" And they're right. But the deeper invitation is not just to say it, it's to actually live it. It's not just to say it, it's to live it. To let Jesus actually lead, to trust his way of peace, to walk with him even when it challenges our expectations. Because the King who comes in the name of the Lord doesn't just enter a city, he enters our lives. And when we welcome him as he is, we begin to experience a peace that he came to bring.